OMG. Bonjour YouTube et bienvenue sur ce stream de Before Your Eyes. Aujourd'hui petit stream sur un jeu qui promet d'être merveilleux. Dis-nous ce que tu penses du sens qu'est la vision. Est-ce que tu préférerais perdre la vision au profit d'un autre sens? Qui sait? Nous allons y jouer aujourd'hui. Abonne-toi YouTube et on va voir ce que ça donne. Donc c'est un jeu qui se joue avec les yeux. Et c'est tout ce qu'on sait. C'est fait exprès que ce soit tout ce qu'on sait évidemment. Le curseur c'est chez vous. Hein. Voilà, déjà les bugs. Allô? Allô le jeu? Ok, ça a l'air de fonctionner. On marque quitter. Ok, oui, c'est moi. Le jeu utilise la détection oculaire comme mode d'interaction principal. Sélectionnez votre webcam. La webcam est sélectionnée. Avec la caméra activée, le jeu capturera et suivra les données numériques de vos clignements d'yeux pour améliorer votre expérience de jeu. Ces données ne sont en aucun cas sauvegardées, partagées ou enregistrées à des fins autres que la sauvegarde locale des paramètres de détection de vos yeux. En activant votre caméra, si vous acceptez ceci, si vous ne possédez pas de caméra, ou si vous désactivez votre caméra, il est possible de jouer sans détection des yeux. Vous pouvez choisir de jouer de cette manière en désactivant la détention des yeux dans les paramètres après cette séquence de calibrage. Non, je joue avec. Je joue avec toute ma life. Portez-vous des lunettes? Non. Assurez-vous que votre visage est bien éclairé. Il me semble que je suis pas trop mal éclairé. Et que vos yeux sont visibles. Mes yeux sont visibles. Positionnez votre visage dans la boîte verte, merde. Je suis dans la boîte verte. Le cercle en dessous devrait se remplir lorsque vous clignez les yeux. Ça a l'air de marcher, hein. Ça a l'air de marcher. Ça a l'air de fonctionner. Putain, à chaque fois que ça cligne, à chaque fois que je cligne des yeux, ça me rend marteau, j'ai envie de cligner des yeux. Ok. Attendez, je me concentre. Ok. Je calibre la sensibilité. Comment vos clignements d'yeux ont-ils été? Tout clignement enregistré, certains clignements manqués, nombreux clignements manqués, clignements supplémentaires. Tous les clignements ont été enregistrés. Si la détection oculaire du jeu cesse de bien fonctionner, appuyez sur la barre d'espace à tout moment pour recalibrer. Ok. Ok, c'est bon. C'est parti. Je suis étiré, je sais pas pourquoi. Il s'agit d'un jeu basé sur vos clignements d'yeux. Voyez-vous, chaque fois que vous clignerez des yeux, le jeu le remarquera. Vous comprenez comment ça fonctionne. OMG, j'ai cligné des yeux et à chaque fois ça affiche le prochain dialogue. Essayez de cligner des yeux sur le symbole blanc. Cligner des yeux sur le symbole blanc. Ah, en même temps, tu veux dire? Et il cligne jamais le symbole blanc. Ah, ok. J'ai compris. Faut que j'utilise la souris aussi. Si vous voyez un métronome et clignez des yeux, vous avancerez dans le temps. Je cligne plus jamais des yeux. Je cligne plus jamais. Bon, j'ai cligné. Il y a un bateau. Même je suis dans l'eau. Je cligne plus des yeux, promis. J'ose plus cliquer des yeux, putain. J'ose plus.
fowls. That's mine.
Je
Well,
cligne
hello
les yeux
there,
trop vite.
stranger. Ooh, you're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you?
Comment ça, je suis brillant?
I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with,
J'ai une tête à hocher.
nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you,
MG.
if that makes any sense. So, if
C'est
you
Van Gogh.
understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius.
J'avoue. Je suis un génie du clignement.
I knew you were special.
Le son, c'est bon pour vous?
You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of
Parfait.
a hunch, or what's a better
Je suis
word?
une âme perdue dans la mer. C'est Caron.
Ocean? Better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper.
OMG, la
Be
gatekeeper.
judged. I'm gonna present your case. Tell her the whole story of your
Ouh,
entire
ça
life.
me met la
from
presse.
prow to stir. And if
Tu
she's
bien fait,
impressed,
j'avoue.
I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well,
T'inquiète, bro, on va s'en sortir tous les deux.
we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash.
Vos gueules, les oiseaux.
You had your chance.
Vos gueules,
It was my
OMG.
fault you were no good. Layabouts,
Ouais.
unsatisfactory, clock watchers. I got some words for you.
OMG, on dirait moi. C'est moi, en fait, je suis lui. Je suis lui. Communique pareil. Le ciel est beau.
Sorry you had to hear that.
Comment ça, quand on
So
débat, c'est le
sure,
chat tout le temps, voir le coup.
Maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in.
Je
Your
rentre en jeu.
life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think
Oh
back
là là.
to the very beginning. The first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But
J'ose plus
understand,
cligner, j'ose plus cligner.
no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay.
J'ose plus
alright?
cliquer, putain.
Every time
Cligner,
you
pardon.
blink, you're going to jump forward in time.
Ça me met la presse de
Could be a
ouf.
second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it.
J'essaye de me battre.
The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time.
Putain, j'ai la presse.
I'm touched you would enjoy my company. I really am. But I'll have to ask you to have some respect for the process.
Au
here.
secours.
There is a dry eye in the house. 2 of them. And they belong to this guy, right here.
J'ai déjà cligné des yeux 1000 fois,
No,
pardon.
really, man. I need you to blink.
Je tiens le coup. Je speedrun le jeu.
If I were your eyes, I'd just be pissed at this point. This has got to be a bigger betrayal than that time you stared directly at the sun. Ooh, look. He's going for a world record. That'll be so much cooler than saving your soul from eternal damnation.
Allez.
And just try to enjoy it this time.
Look at that sun.
Ah, j'ai peur. Oh non, faut pas que je regarde le soleil.
We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us.
C'est déjà dur.
Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh?
Mais oui, j'aime bien, j'ai pas envie de partir, j'ai envie de
Well, I
regarder.
get that. I like it too.
J'ai envie de cligner, putain. Ok, c'est bon, j'ai cligné. C'est qui? C'est ma daronne? Ça a l'air d'être ma daronne.
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
J'ai le droit de cligner quand il n'y a pas le métronome. Je profite.
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave. 11
Faut plus que je
years
cligne.
from now, that plant will die so it can give birth to this.
Merde!
Day really slipped away.
Putain,
didn't
merde!
it?
Pardon.
Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess. Now, where's the first page of my piece? I can't find it anywhere. Did I put it in here? No.
Au revoir, madame.
Okay. Go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
Papa!
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. You know, it'll really be something to see how he grows.
Mon père s'appelle Richard.
Man, the zoom on this thing is fantastic.
J'ai pas le droit de cligner, putain! J'ai pas le droit de cligner!
What was that beep?
Je suis en PLS.
You know what's odd? Is I fear this battery
J'ai mal aux yeux.
isn't even working.
J'ai mal aux yeux. Putain, j'ai cligné, putain de merde!
Oh, you want to play along with mommy, don't you?
Merde, putain!
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah, I worry that might have something to do with it.
Donne-moi un endroit où cligner! Donne-moi un endroit où cligner! Putain, il me donne pas d'endroit où cligner!
Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean,
No,
C'est trop
it's not
frustrant, putain.
derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
J'aime bien mon petit bateau.
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
C'est mon bateau.
Hey, we do not throw things.
Je lance des choses avec mes yeux.
If you're mad that you aren't good enough yet, you'll just have to keep working at it.
Ah, Baby grand piano, Van Beethoven.
See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music.
Me donne le tournis, je suis
Fled his home
désolé.
country just to have a chance to pursue it.
Profite, je cligne toute ma life. Je cligne toute ma life. Je profite un peu du décor là. C'est pas facile, les mots de tête à la fin du stream, tu m'étonnes, elle fait mal aux yeux ton jeu, c'est dur.
God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first. I think he hoped to make it further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything though. He was what you might call the strong silent type.
Donc papy était un musicien.
Can you believe I grew up in the snow? And I came all the way out here to the beach. I don't even know how I got here. Your dad got his job and I just
C'est dur.
came with him. Like a human suitcase.
Moi? La valise de papa. On a eu une cinématique en entier, OMG. J'ai le droit de cligner des yeux.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
I just don't want him to get attached. Richard,
What?
this is the
Biboucha.
cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Biboucha, c'est
We
mec.
can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him.
Je veux jamais quitter Biboucha.
While he's here, I say we call him Ernie.
Je veux jamais quitter Biboucha.
Little Ernie. Fits him, doesn't it?
Oh, he's so cute.
He's so sweet.
Bibou.
I think someone likes his new cat.
Richard,
What?
Je l'aime très
his
fort.
cat.
Yeah, I just mean,
Je l'aime
For now.
fort.
of course we're not gonna keep him.
Right, I believe that. I
Je veux
know
pas le
where this
quitter, il est
is
trop
going.
mignon, il est trop
For
chaud.
now, honey. But another thing I'll just say quickly.
Oh putain.
You build up a resistance to allergies over time.
Tu m'étonnes,
what
ça me
you're
pique
allergic
déjà
to
les yeux, là.
now, Like that's why an allergy shot they give you what you're allergic to. So he's like a human allergy shot full of love with one eye. Just considering.
I just know a month from now he's gonna be sleeping on my pillow and I'm not gonna be breathing.
Biboucha.
No, you'll be breathing because you'll develop a tolerance.
You just said that, Mike.
Okay. All right. He can sleep on my pillow. Fair?
Essaye de voir s'il y a des secrets. Biboucha.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Biboucha.
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy?
Je me sens
Like you
heureux
just want to jump up and down?
avec Biboucha qui me
Now what
regarde.
about C minor? You remember how to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. But that one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference.
J'essaye de
one
pré-shot
little
les-
change
les-
can
les
make on
clignements
how a
pour pas me faire
person
avoir.
feels. Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
Mignou. Ah putain. Je vais écouter maman qui joue du piano. Je vais écouter maman qui joue du piano. Je vais profiter de la tapisserie tulipe. Rose, je sais pas. J'ai envie de cligner. Ah putain. Ronron, j'ai envie de chialer. Tout le monde a envie de chialer là. J'ai envie de chialer moi aussi. La musique c'est pour me nuire. Elle est incroyable la musique.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
Profitons de ses yeux fermés quelques instants. La musique, elle est incroyable, non? Vous l'aimez pas la musique? Tu aimes pas la musique emblème?
I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes.
Ah, c'était son prof, OMG, c'est l'histoire de l'ISO et d'anomalie.
Very quickly lost.
Putain. Attendez, au lieu de dire des conneries, j'ai mal aux yeux, putain, j'ai mal aux yeux.
God, she dragged me to so many places.
Je peux plus cligner.
It's wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
Putain. C'est un grand marteau. En fait, le problème, c'est que je fais des clignements par deux. Oh, je vais monter et je vais jouer mon premier air de piano. On va cligner tout le temps pour résister plus tard.
Wait, is that... That's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was
Je suis un génie de la
a kid,
musique.
but he's brilliant. We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Yeah, sure. But you know anyone who might be a good teacher for him?
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
I mean, I know someone who might be up to the task. She's
Je peux pas
Richard, no one in the
faire des
town-
compliments à maman. J'ai envie d'écouter les
Maybe I'll
compliments à
just do
maman.
it myself.
good idea. I think that settles it.
But who's this mysterious woman you're talking about? I hope you're not in love with her.
You know, I really was for a while, but then she revealed herself to be much stupider than I thought.
Richard, what are you talking about?
What the fuck?
Don't worry about it.
What the fuck? Ouais, absolu, c'est un cheat code. Biboucha!
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Don't worry, I already did.
Oh, thank God. For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus
Je peux le
on
droit
the
de cligner
interview,
les yeux.
honey. I got this.
J'ai plus le droit de cligner les yeux, j'ai déjà envie de mourir. J'ai envie de jouer avec le chat toute ma life. J'adore la vie. Dis-moi, donne-moi un endroit pour cligner des yeux. J'ai envie de jouer avec le chat, je veux jamais partir. Ils vont libérer un dialogue, c'est sûr. Ils vont libérer un dialogue et je vais être en PLS parce que j'aurai envie de cligner à ce moment-là. Ils vont libérer un dialogue. Nourrir le chat ou l'enfant? Je pense le chat. Hein. Ou l'enfant, je sais pas. Bon, j'ai cligné.
Excuse me, of course, sir.
Mon
It's
petit
all
chat, il a
organized
grandi.
into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
Oh, je dessine mieux d'un coup. Bibouche. Comment ça? Comment ça tu pisses sur mes... What the fuck le chat là? What the fuck le chat? Le chat il m'a pissé... Ah, putain il m'a pissé dessus.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty
Clairement.
surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Putain, je suis en train de me rabougrir au
Go to
fur et à
your
mesure.
head, but yeah.
Please let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
Papa! J'ai quel âge là? Je sais pas quel âge j'ai, bro. En tout cas, je commence à mieux dessiner. Hein. Je suis un artiste né, je connais la musique. Et vous aimez la musique et... Putain. La création graphique.
This is called a metronome.
Je peux pas
We
vous
use
lire,
it
hein.
to
Les
measure
messages trop longs, c'est
time
non.
so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa
Est-ce que le genre de jeu au
comes to
petit
visit.
chat va grandir à travers une autonomie? Fait rouler dessus par des centaines de poilos avant qu'on découvre les restes fusionnés. C'est pour dire ça en plus, OMG quoi. Arrêtez de chier sur peluche. Non mais à côté. C'est des papouilles, pourquoi il fait se pardonner? Il doit genre avoir 3-4 ans, je sais pas hein. Ok, c'est reparti.
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after
Vous arrangez
you're
entre
gone.
vous. C'est pour ça que ça a été créé le...
So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me.
Non, maman. Putain, mais j'ai cligné, voilà. Putain de merde. Maman a pas... Maman, tu es le chef-d'œuvre de mon cœur. Je sais pas ce qui va se passer, mais ça va être dramatique de ouf. Oh putain, faut que je tienne jusqu'au téléphone. Faut que je tienne jusqu'au téléphone. Faut que je tienne jusqu'au téléphone. La boîte vocale. La boîte vocale. La boîte vocale. Donnez-moi la boîte vocale. Je veux savoir.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
Subdivide the time. One need.
Merde, fallait pas que je cligne en plus.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that.
Putain de merde.
Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
Elle a pas l'air très contente, maman. L'appel en pleine nuit, ouais, suspect. Hein. Je suis encore petit apparemment, parce que j'ai encore des jouets d'enfants là. Maison à vendre. C'est la nôtre qui est la maison à vendre? Non! Mon chat il est perdu! Mon bibou chat! Ou alors c'est quelqu'un qui l'a perdu et je l'ai récupéré?
Ernie, buddy.
Putain de merde.
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But
Ah, on l'a
Ernie's
retrouvé.
a boy.
And you're sure about that?
I thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on...
Bibou chat va avoir des enfants.
Say that one more time, sweetie.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
And what was Ernie's?
I couldn't really tell.
Well, what are we talking about then? I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know.
Les bibou chats!
I didn't think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And
Putain, j'ai cligné, faut pas que je lise le chat.
he keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
No, are you kidding? I love it.
Je suis daltonien, c'est ça?
Are you able to pick up a new book?
Yes. The Manila Galleon was of particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah. Got those too.
Insanely expensive, right?
No. Can't put a price on learning.
I mean, they did. And it's
Ma chambre évolue. J'ai des dinosaures, j'aime l'Australie. Mais trop kiki, ça va emblème, c'est pas trop long. J'écouterai jamais la modération, ouais, coup dur. Coup dur pour la modération. Oh là. Les choses dark se passent toujours la nuit, je le sais. C'est quoi ce bruit? Ouais, mais j'ai un truc traumatique. Pas un truc traumatique, je vous en supplie. Pas un truc traumatique, je vous en supplie. Pas un truc trauma. OMG, je tiens le plus longtemps du monde pour R. J'ai mal. Ça sert à rien, j'ai mal.
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex.
Calmez-vous le chat ou conséquences. Arrêtez de bully les gens.
But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. Listen to him, Richard. I've been listening to him.
Bonjour le raid. Bienvenue.
Not if you win.
Everybody dance now.
Bonjour le raid, bienvenue, je ne peux pas vous regarder. Merci pour le raid. Merci pour le raid, qui que vous soyez. Merci énormément. C'est frère. Des bisous frère. J'ai pas le droit de cligner des yeux, je sais pas, je peux pas voir. Coucou coucou frère. Va bien t'occuper de neveu, des bisous. C'est tonton frère, t'es parti comme un sauvage, comme d'hab, mais t'inquiète, ça fait plaisir. Putain. Ah. Joue un jeu où faut cligner des yeux pour avancer, des fois t'avances dans le temps, je suis désolé. Merci énormément frère, n'hésitez pas à suivre frère, je vous en supplie.
So that means we need 8 washers. We have none.
S'il vous plaît les gens, expliquez au raid, je vous en supplie.
I want that box
Merci
full
beaucoup
by
les
the
gens,
time I
bienvenue
come
ici.
in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
Oh, un ordinateur et tout, ça y est, je deviens adulte. J'ai gagné des compétitions de piano. Bon, ça va, si c'est un misclick, c'est pas grave. The Fast lui comprend les erreurs. Je deviens un adolescent. Bienvenue les raiders, j'espère que vous apprécierez le jeu, il est exceptionnel, mais il est un peu prenant. Mais vous Chloé, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Non mais c'était à Miss Slick, Zafast lui il a marqué juste après. J'espère que vous allez bien les raiders, bienvenue ici sur cette chaîne, on fait plein de jeux, choses indépendantes, je laisse la modération vous présenter, je suis désolé, je ne peux pas trop regarder le chat à l'heure actuelle, j'essaye de regarder sur le côté, mais c'est pas simple. C'est un jeu à histoire où à chaque fois que vous clignez des yeux, vous pouvez avancer dans le temps, et c'est extraordinaire, mais c'est très prenant. C'est pour ça que j'ai une caméra bizarre sur le côté chelou, c'est parce que c'est la caméra dans le jeu en fait, qui est captée, et du coup, dès que je cligne des yeux, il se passe des trucs. Qu'est-ce que tu veux, Chloé? Tu veux qu'on se tape? Non, je vais pas pouvoir cligner, c'est sûr.
Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go, but try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to, but you can try. What the hell? How
Je suis un
did you
génie.
do that?
Il y a des avions dans le ciel. Putain, j'ai cligné les yeux.
Quiet, everyone. Benny's about to play for us.
Bienvenue à tous, hein, bienvenue les raiders. Merci encore frère, n'hésitez vraiment pas à aller voir frère, hein. Je sais pas comment vous le dire, mais si vous connaissez pas Equilibrium, cliquez dessus fort quoi. En plus il vient d'être papa. GG, hein, félicitations frère. Ah ouais, je suis devenu un génie du piano.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
Les dramas.
And what do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Very cool.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Nah, what a show.
Je suis un pianiste.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac.
Des bisous,
The
je...
class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units. In each unit, study
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
learning everything.
Ah ouais Chloé, tu veux me pécho? Cher enfant voisin bizarre.
How much you need to know about
Nous sommes dans la même classe, quelle coïncidence, s'il vous plaît. Gardez à l'esprit que nous sommes à l'école. Ah, c'est traduit sur le côté. Je suis en train de traduire. On ne se connaît pas, ne m'adresse pas la parole, jamais. Bisous Chloé.
I want each of you to write it down. Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space.
Zeus cannot to remember the past are condemned to repeat it. Ok, il faut se souvenir du passé pour le répéter. Pour ne pas le répéter. Ceux qui oublient le passé se condamnent à le revivre.
Okay. Now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Chloé,
I
sois pas nul.
definitely know
Sois
this.
pas nul, Chloé.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh yes, of course.
Je whisper.
So those who do not remember the past, repeat the past. That's right, right?
Indeed it is. Though I'd prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend.
Oh, je suis
next
son
time.
boyfriend.
If we do not keep an accurate account of the past,
Je suis son
we are
boyfriend.
destined to embarrass
You
ourselves in
broke
all
my
sorts
no
of ways.
talking rule, but I asked you to,
Now,
so
on to what
I
you
guess I'll have
always
to let
wait
you live.
for. Great.
Eh ouais, Chloé.
Assessments. 6
Mais je voulais prendre ça, je voulais noter,
I
putain.
tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though.
OMG,
I'll admit that.
une Dreamcast.
Oh, I want the job before
J'ai
I
11
was
ans.
paid to think of that crap.
Kronsteirs. Un nouveau combattant fait son entrée. Enfin, vos combattants sont prêts au combat sur Playscape. Rejoignez les frères à la recherche de leur mère disparue, de la mère rien quelconque. Merci pour la moula. Je ne peux pas regarder. Merci pour la moula, qui que ce soit. Merci énormément pour les bits. Mais je ne peux pas regarder. Je ne peux pas regarder. Je peux regarder. Merci Lel. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup Lel.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail.
Ouah,
Ok,
comme elle me
shut up,
juge
shut
la
up.
meuf.
I
Genre c'est elle
really
qui a... Putain, c'est elle qui a pas de pote, elle me juge. Ça me fait cligner des yeux, j'ai envie de péter les plombs. Ça fait quoi si tu mets tes lunettes de soleil? Bah soit ça triche, mais dans tous les cas c'est pas rigolo, je sais pas. Je sais pas ce que ça fait. Mais dans tous les cas c'est désactivé exprès. Pour pas tricher, faut vivre le jeu comme il est. Je me repose les yeux quelques instants, j'en profite. Oh. 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 J'espère que ça va bien, merci beaucoup Lel. Hein. Un moment avec des boutons. Calmez-vous, hein. Critiquez pas la Dreamcast, hein. C'était quelque chose. Hein. Taxi Driver, là, les genoux qui connaissent pas, là. Vous étiez pas né à la Dreamcast. Vous avez encore du lait qui coule de vos naseaux. Jugez pas la Dreamcast. Hein. Mais oh, je profite un peu là, je peux vous lire. Du coup, merci frère pour le raid. Putain, j'ai pu remonter en haut des activités là. J'étais né, ouais. Ouais, t'étais né, ouais. T'es né, hein. Tu suçais encore le biberon, si je peux me permettre, Powax. Ah, les Jones là. Les Jones qui suçaient du lait là. Vous étiez en train de téter du lait. Ah putain. Je profite de cette pause momentanée dans le jeu là. Pour cligner des yeux. Non mais... Et on va se taper hein. Boule bébé. Toi non plus t'étais pas né emblème. Calme-toi. Ok. Non mais oh. Calmez-vous hein. Ah ouais on se tape ouais. Tout le monde se tape moi. Y'a pas de problème moi. Ta mère elle fait du violon maintenant. Elle faisait du piano. Elle faisait pas du violon. Pourquoi elle fait du violon? Elle a peut-être fait du violon pendant les études. Je sais pas. Généralement quand tu fais d'un instrument t'en fais plusieurs. Allez c'est Tarpi. C'est Tarpi. Moi non plus j'étais pas né 0D et t'es pas né, c'était un enfant. La photo qu'on voit c'est quoi? Mais j'en sais rien moi. Putain face de lui j'en sais pas plus que toi. Genre je sais pas. Vous rendez fou, je sais pas. Je sais pas. Putain il m'a fait peur. Je sais pas. Pourquoi tu me tapes? Ça va pas me calmer hein. Ça va pas me calmer de me taper hein. Ah putain. Ok, c'est reparti. C'est une pub pour un conservatoire, voilà.
I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good.
Ok, c'est un conservatoire qui pète. Globalement, c'est ça qu'il faut retenir comme info. Des instructions, top faculty, ok. J'ai envie de clier, j'ai mal aux yeux, j'ai mal aux yeux.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition?
Ça va mal se passer.
Pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your
Il a l'air en
son is
colère.
capable of.
J'ai 11 ans, il me juge. Il est bizarre lui. J'aime pas sa tête.
So, I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh,
Ah putain, fais chier. Taille du bureau. Moi j'ai un bureau comme ça. Hein. Bac.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it.
Ça a l'air d'être énervé du bac. Hein.
Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I
Elle
had
met la
the
presse de
option of
ouf,
going to
maman,
school
là.
like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
Je chiffonne.
What was that? Was that the piece?
Tu m'as mis la presse, maman. J'ai chiffonné. 30 jours avant l'audition. Putain, la presse, quoi. Le tableau au-dessus de ton piano. Envie de vivre. Moi, je fais la musique par passion. Elle passionne. Tu vas pas me forcer pour aller au truc. Tu vas me dire, elle passionne. Je vis la passion.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
Je voulais répondre. Putain, fais chier. Si elle va mal, Chloé, comment je peux le savoir?
Oh my god. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
Putain, maman, tu casses les couilles. Vas-y, je réponds.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to.
Je t'emmerde, maman. Ne projette pas tes rêves sur moi.
What do you know about anything that's going on right
Projette
now?
tes rêves sur moi, maman.
You know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
OMG,
Well, then
papa et
don't
maman ils
stick your
s'embrouillent.
nose in the things that you're
Ça va être ma
completely
faute.
checked out of.
Okay.
Man,
Maybe
did I just
am
cause
a
a
little
fight
checked out,
with your
but
parents?
I actually think the
I'm
fact
sorry,
that I'm
dude,
checked out means
but
I'm
you
able
should
to
also
help
cherish
the ocean
these
here a
moments.
little bit.
My mom and dad used to fight, and I would always hate it, but now I actually miss it a lot.
J'ai la
Anyway,
presse.
so basically across the board, crustacean types perform well against mollusk types.
OMG, elle me donne des
So,
conseils
got it.
de Pokémon, putain.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice,
Merde.
would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet, and
Hey.
she's got,
Mr.
and yes,
Kid,
that's a she,
over here.
the head of a crocodile,
Desk.
fur of a lion,
Look at it.
see, and the body of a hippopotamus.
Cher enfant,
Well, I
voisin
would not say
bizarre.
that to her face. Now, as you can see, she is ready to devour any of the deceased who do not pass.
Ce soir, après que mon père ait filé se coucher, je vais dormir au faufilé dehors et aller dormir sur la plage. Si tu veux une invitation, dessine-moi. Monsieur Isaac avec l'air constipé.
So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
Ew.
Comme
why
je
is
vais
he
être dans la
so
merde.
scared looking?
Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
Je voulais l'invitation. Désolé, monsieur Isaac.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, well, listen, I don't claim to
c'est la
understand the
merde.
motives of children.
Richard.
but I-
Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this is no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
Je veux pas entendre jouer du piano.
Suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
Putain, chier.
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
On fait quoi? On fait quoi? On va vivre avec la fille ou
Mom says turn the lights off.
Not mom says.
on va vivre la fille?
Benny.
On va avec la
I
fille
say
ou on
turn the
dort?
lights off, not just mom.
Killing me, Richard.
On se casse?
Supposed to be United Front.
United Front. Benny, damn it.
Vous êtes sûr?
Denny, turn those lights off.
La plage? Putain, ça pue. Hein. Oh, une décision de merde. Allez.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I'm a sticky for a baby. I
Pire décision.
apologize.
Mais bon.
Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T minus.
Après, c'est pas à la
now,
fac qu'on
okay?
apprend la musique. Hein.
Chloe, out.
C'est pas à la fac qu'on apprend la musique.
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't
Moi aussi je t'aime.
think Grâce is
La violence.
actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab.
So, I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game.
But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused on how good it was and not the feelings we had while we were playing it.
Like, my favorite vegetable is the tomato, but Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever.
S'en fout de Yoon.
And you're probably the least popular boy in the school, but I also like hanging out with you the most.
Which was also
Non mais tu peux aller à
something
l'école
I
de
wanted
musique
to
du
talk
coin
to
et
you
avoir tout le
about.
nécessaire. Pour être prof de musique, que tu sortes d'une
I
fac
like
ou pas, ça
hanging
change
out with
rien.
you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone. So this has been a big surprise for me this year, in a lot of ways.
I think I like that you let me talk. My cousin never lets me talk. My dad does, but I can tell he's not really listening.
Faut que je lise le message dans les étoiles. C'est important. C'est important, je le sais. Stay here. C'est marqué stay here. C'est marqué stay here, c'est sûr. Je veux pré-shot. Terminer la constellation, j'ai débloqué un succès. Des bisous, bibou. Elle me regarde dans les yeux avec un air amoureux. Ça valait le coup.
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you?
Casse les couilles,
It's
maman.
okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. I'm going to be there soon.
Eh oui, Biv.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very
J'ai
excited
la presse de
to
ouf.
hear.
Il a l'air casse-couille, lui. Il a l'air sombre.
Oh, okay, okay. I think that's enough. So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay?
Ouah, le
Alright.
jugement de merde.
I really want to thank you and your mother for coming all the way out here. I know it was quite the drive.
Elle va me juger de
Maybe I
ouf.
pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
Mais non, c'est les écoles, faut postuler tous les ans, calmez-vous. Merde, putain, j'ai pas eu le temps de voir.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing.
J'ai une maladie.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two
Je vais
go.
mourir.
Oh yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
5 minutes les yeux ouverts, j'ai envie de crever. Dis-moi qu'on peut les entendre. J'ai mal. On peut rien entendre vraiment, genre j'ai tanké tout ça pour rien. Putain, fichier.
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a while means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please?
C'est beau.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
Genre quoi? Giveaway? Giveaway quoi? OMG. Mon bateau de quand j'étais petit, oh. Oui. Oui. Oui, je suis en train de faire bugger le bateau. Oui. Oui. Oh putain. T'inquiète, ça fonctionne bien, bro. Je deviens dessinateur et pas musicien. Où est mon chat? Putain, fais chier.
Hey, B, dinner's ready. B, you hear me?
He's gone. He's becoming completely quiet.
J'ai toujours été dessinateur.
Why isn't your son using this, Al?
No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he...
Je suis un artiste, putain, faut pas que je vous regarde, ça, ça me fait cligner.
Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
I really gotta thank you for this, Benny. Emma Bills is so pissed that weird camera kid won over her multiple horse portrait that she
Le portrait de
literally just
cheval.
left with her dad in tears.
Les petits chevals. Un chevaux, évidemment, hein. Vous le savez, hein. Et le troisième, c'est des pots de fleurs. Mais c'est mon bateau qui a gagné. C'est mon bateau. Soyez pas dégoûtés. C'est mon bateau. C'était un défi de faire ça. Hein. C'était un défi de faire ce que je viens de faire. Candidature à l'école d'art, question 3. En 2 courts paragraphes, décrivez la raison pour laquelle vous souhaitez suivre une manière artistique. Attendez, j'essaye de tricher. J'essaye de tricher au jeu. Je regarde, mais sur le côté. C'est mon bateau. Stylé. Stylé la raison. La raison c'est un dessin. La raison c'est que je suis un artiste en fait. Oh t'es qui toi?
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art.
Je crée. Je crée. J'ai créé. OMG, des gens nus. C'est le ban Twitch.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany, very kitsch.
Oh, je deviens un artiste abstrait.
Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
Faut que je crée, faut que je crée. Oh putain, je deviens emblème de métal.
There you go, Mr. Brin. Feel each.
Je deviens emblème. Je deviens emblème de métal.
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Brin has done here. You see, he has reached down deep
Profond de
within
moi-même.
himself and created a masterpiece. I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Brin. For I fear with talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind.
Je suis un tourbillon.
It becomes difficult putting one foot in front of the other when they are no longer touching the ground.
Ouais, c'est beau. So cliché. Ouais, c'est joli. Hein. OMG, c'est mon nom.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
Eh ouais. Et on boit du vin, comme les vrais artistes.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Benjamin, ma che? Ma che? Yes, is an art teacher. Ma che? Malosio.
I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba
Malosio.
is not in the business of the arts. Elba Pressenhuber is in the business of business. And you just...
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
Est-ce qu'on signe ou est-ce qu'on signe pas? What do we do? Est-ce qu'on vend notre âme? Est-ce qu'on signe ou est-ce qu'on signe pas? Est-ce qu'on vit la vie d'artiste sous les ponts? Vous êtes qui le réceptacle de ton sel? C'est beau. Hein. Ça boit du banana Baileys comme les vrais artistes, voilà. Notre professeur d'art, il a dit faut pas signer, c'est une amatrice d'affaires. Et notre professeur d'art, c'est le seul qui a cru en nous. Hein. Personne ne signe? On signe pas, allez.
Well, look at that. You've crumpled my contract. Whatever you want, kid. Sure, you got talent.
Tiens.
Okay, that's it.
Je te le lance dessus. Tu vas faire quoi? Je suis un artiste.
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are. This is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly? May I suggest somewhere abroad? This American air can be stifling.
Ouais, allons en France.
Now what to eat? If we both only get
Je vais aller en France. Le pays
I thank you for the dinner.
des artistes. T'auras pas d'argent, vis tes rêves. L'argent sert à rien.
Honey, stop. Is that Benjamin Brin? Oh my god. I think it is. Of all places.
Moi, je crée, moi. Je suis un créateur, moi. C'est où ça? Ça a l'air d'être plus en Grèce hein, qu'en France. Hein. Plus la Grèce, ça. Hein. Regardez, moi je crée, moi. Je suis un artiste. Merde, putain, je suis devenu riche quand même. Tout va bien.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay?
Elle.
I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're such an important.
Décroche.
Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting, keep striving.
C'est maman?
You make that work of true genius. I can just
Elle est
tell
malade?
you're almost there. So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're...
Maman elle est malade, putain.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of.
OMG, maman est morte.
Magnum opus, so to speak. Huh. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here?
Oui.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Maman, je t'aime. Ah putain.
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Bryn? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous.
Io perdu ma mamma. Io perdu ma mamma. Io dois pleurer.
You are a snake. You are a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you are a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Bryn is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Bryn is silent because Benjamin Bryn is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing! The world has forgotten you!
Oh putain.
Hey B, just calling to tell you, I think I'm selling the house. She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again.
Papa.
I hope you understand.
Vends la maison, papa, c'est ok. Si ça te fait du bien, vends-la, papa. Putain, tout qui va mal.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter. I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her.
Bien sûr que j'ai répondu au téléphone, putain. Mais moi aussi, là, je suis pas bien, là. C'est vraiment de la création. Hein. Me jugez pas, je suis en train de créer. Hein. Vous êtes là en mode oui, tatati tatata, je suis en train de créer. Hein. Laissez-moi créer.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
Ça me fait plaisir, papa. Le passage du jour, inspiré de l'œuvre de sa défunte mère, la compositrice Elle Fishman, relativement inconnue de son vivant, Bryn a mis sur le devant de la scène son incroyable talent et sorti de l'obscurité avec la création de cette œuvre. Elle est dorénavant considérée comme l'une des plus grandes compositrices de son époque.
It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
Bien sûr, Chloé.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all those little drawings you did.
Recherche constante.
And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something?
Chloé, on va se pécho comme jamais, tu vas devenir la femme de ma vie.
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Quoi ça? C'est quoi le ou?
Now would you look at that?
Quoi?
I cannot
Quoi?
believe my luck.
Quoi? Quoi?
You
Oh, le bâtard.
finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh, well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right.
Je pense qu'on est mort, ouais. Là, depuis le début, c'était la mère des âmes. Donc, oui.
Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man.
Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
Ouais, mais j'en ai aucune idée. On était heureux quand même. En vrai, on était heureux. On était heureux.
His childhood was a happy one, growing up in a loving home raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea.
And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
Compositrice, tous les jours.
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding?
Maman, je t'aime.
Like your champion.
En vrai, t'étais demandante, mais dans mon cœur, tu seras toujours encourageante.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was ever encouraging, teaching him to recognize the greatness within.
How about that neighbor girl? Huh? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or first love?
C'était mon first love, arrêtez de se mentir.
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day.
Il raconte trop bien.
Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right? See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages
Mon chat, putain, on n'a pas parlé de mon chat.
But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. But be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing.
C'était mon inspiration.
It wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece.
Vos gueules les chouettes, putain.
Shut up, you scumballs! You lucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying.
What the fuck, bro?
I hear what you're saying.
What the fuck?
I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds.
Quoi?
They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper.
Mais...
And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my
Je vais devenir un oiseau menteur.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one.
Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
Je suis pas un menteur.
You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that?
Moi?
Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
What the fuck? T'es un méchant? What the fuck, bro?
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream
Chaque
up
fois que je cligne,
fresh
ça
new
fait des
hells to
lumières.
punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck.
What the fuck,
I
bro?
should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
Manque une oreille.
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass.
J'ai pas menti. J'ai pas menti.
To start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
This ain't a schoolyard staring contest, buddy. You best close those beady
On
little
bat les
eyes
couilles,
and
bro.
run out.
On reste là. Je vais cligner. J'ai envie de cligner.
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one?
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on.
Biboucha!
So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was.
I get all this. We need to move. This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
Merde, fallait pas cligner?
Keep your eyes open.
Okay.
I need to see.
Putain!
Let's try this again.
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
Oh,
I
what is
see.
it?
She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations.
C'est pour
And
ça qu'elle
now,
a pété les plombs.
She never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E. This will be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey, I'm worried too.
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
Biboucha.
Understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know.
Biboucha.
Think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. Keep it even though I didn't
Biboucha.
and now it
Ouais, mais je sens que ça va être d'une violence rare. C'est là qu'on a perdu le chat. Il y a un chien qui mange le chat. Il y a un chien qui mange le chat. J'ai essayé de rester là tout à l'heure. On m'a pas permis de rester là tout à l'heure. OMG, faut que je tienne. OMG, faut que je tienne. OMG, faut que je tienne. Je sens qu'il y a un chien qui mange le chat. Je sens qu'il y a un chien qui mange le chat. Je sens qu'il y a un chien qui mange le chat.
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened with my mom, I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here, man, but we don't have the time.
So this has been a
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this. We need to move.
Et moi je veux rester.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo. Okay?
Le tabouret était là tout à l'heure. Putain, chier. OMG. Merde. Oh.
Keep your eyes
Oui, bah oui,
open.
bah je me concentre.
Staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this.
Et je crois qu'on était obligé de skip tout à l'heure. Tout à l'heure, j'ai tenu le temps qu'il fallait sur la vitre des chiens et je l'ai pas vu. Hein.
I need to hear what
I
they're
mean, what's the
saying.
point?
Really try to
What do you
recall
mean?
it.
What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
OMG.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. But it's okay.
Mes parents me
I see.
détestent.
You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs.
Con de chien. Ouais, ça fait l'arbre finalement. Con de chien.
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise. You know what to do. Go ahead and blink.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
The fuck?
Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny.
Pouvez lui parler?
It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at
Pouvez lui
fooling
parler?
my dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius.
T'as capté quoi, Emblème?
Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. Story of who you're going to become, okay?
On parlera après alors, Emblème. Garde-le en tête. La super vie de Benjamin Breen. Sa vie était une... Son enfance était une vie heureuse. À grandir dans une famille aimante. Élevé par des parents qui s'aiment. Dans un village calme, à côté de la mer. Sa mère était une compositrice. Qui pour supporter sa famille a pris un job de comptable. J'ai tout raconté la même chose que ce que j'ai dit au loup, putain.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his first love and blowing it the next day. First love? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night. But I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense.
Elle s'en bat les couilles.
Okay, back to the story. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
OMG, un scanner. Un scanner. Oh, ça va mal.
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
Je veux bien. Comment je dis pour te dire oui?
Go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't.
What the fuck, bro?
Not right now.
Pourquoi t'es colère contre mon histoire?
Go to bed. I'll talk to you.
Mais what the
Hey,
fuck?
B.
Pourquoi il me déteste?
Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a happy one. Growing up in a loving home, raised by loving parents in a quaint village by the sea. I'm certainly glad you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write?
Merde, putain. Je cligne des yeux. Petite pause. Quelques secondes, je reviens. Faut que j'aille aux toilettes. À tout de suite. Sinon ça va être trop dur. À tout de suite YouTube.
A few moments later.
Re-YouTube. J'ai un t-shirt anti-larmes. Tout va bien se passer. Benjamin Breen était nul. Il était le pire des Breen à avoir jamais vécu. Et bah super. Il n'a même pas essayé de se battre, de battre la maladie à l'intérieur de lui. J'ai menti tout du long. Il s'est juste allongé et est mort. OMG. Juste allongé, je suis mort. Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette histoire? Je me réveillais. J'ai mal aux yeux. C'est si clair. C'est si clair, je tiens. Je tiens. Je ne me laisserai pas faire. Je tiens. Je tiens plus.
Try closing your eyes. It might help you remember.
J'essaie de fermer mes yeux.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
J'ai besoin de la drogue.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
OMG. C'est si clair du 50. C'est très clair du 50. Donne-moi la drogue. Je vais pas bien. J'ose plus cligner, j'ose plus rien faire. Je sais pas si je dois fermer les yeux ou les ouvrir. Putain. Le maître Ragnar.
Hey, Eddie.
Je me souviens.
Hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now.
Oh là là, les dramas.
Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too.
Ouais, je t'emmerde.
I said screw you too.
Ouais. Vas-y, papa.
Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Dis-leur, papa. OMG, quoi. La drogue. Le verre. Chloé.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff.
Je ne jette pas
So
mon
the fact
téléphone.
that you are faking, just so you don't have...
J'ai raccroché. La nuit qu'on a passée ensemble à la plage. Putain, il m'a laissé les dialogues. Mais je voulais t'appeler pour te dire que je n'aime pas qu'on me mente. Putain de merde.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do
OMG, il m'utilise maintenant, les bandes de chiens.
Closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, is that... That's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that?
Même malade, j'arrive à y jouer.
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Non mais j'ai pas fermé les yeux. Putain. J'ai juste froncé un peu les sourcils, ça dégoûte. Donne-moi la drogue. Putain de merde. Biboucha. Biboucha. Je ferme pas les yeux, je fronce. Froncer c'est tricher. Le jeu il m'a compris.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What? I think she more than deserves it.
Oh, I think you're right.
Biboucha. Merci Ernie de m'aider. Papa il t'aime. Hello Yasue. C'est compliqué. Pas trop parler. Comme j'essaie brillant, ça brille. Je mange, je me laisse pas faire. J'appuie sur la drogue. Laisse-moi la drogue. Je bois au téléphone. 25 appels manqués. Marqué 29. C'est mal traduit, c'est pas grave. Laisse-moi écouter.
Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
La lumière. Non. Donne-moi ma drogue. Donne-moi ma drogue.
Oh my god, you're an idiot.
Tu vas me sauver,
You
Chloé?
do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But hey, what are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me.
T'inquiète, bro.
I'm talking to you.
Je te regarde, je te regarde.
I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is.
Comment ça, Chloé?
So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
Non. Je veux te regarder, Chloé. Ouais, je ferme les yeux, je ferme les yeux. Tu es mon premier amour, let's go! Avec amour, Chloé! Let's go! C'est fini le friendzone! Putain, je suis malade là. Merci pour le love. Oh, putain, la drogue, la drogue. Oh là là, ça devient compliqué. Les médicaments sont réels. Je ne mange presque plus. C'est difficile de déplacer le poing. Je suis vraiment très malade. La maladie est présente. J'essaye d'être brave. J'écoute.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
Ah, it's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
Je l'aime bien, je la trouve stylée.
Yeah. I love everything you do.
Oh, baby.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Oh, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
Je vais mourir, donne-moi la drogue. Donne-moi la drogue. Du love. Papa qui ouvre son cœur. Ouais, mais je vais crever, putain. Donne-moi le sandwich, la drogue. Oh, j'arrive plus à rien. J'arrive plus à rien. La maladie, elle est là. Y a plus que la maladie. Donne-moi le sandwich. Donne-moi la drogue.
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this cramp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny, just close your eyes.
Non.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated.
Bien sûr. Ce qui compte, c'est l'histoire, pas la qualité de l'histoire.
I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her.
Je suis parti là, je suis mort.
Once you see her,
c'est le purgatoire.
Believe me.
Je vais voir la gardienne, ça va être Chloé, c'est sûr.
Don't worry, we got this.
C'est Caron, j'avais vu juste dès le début là. 150 la béné là. Je cherche la passeuse, ça va être mon chat. Dis-moi que c'est mon chat. Ça tombe, c'est mon chat la passeuse. J'avais dit que c'était Caron. Oh regarde les plantes comme quand j'étais petit. C'est mon biboucha, je vous l'avais dit. Je vous l'avais dit que c'était mon biboucha.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Pourquoi le métronome il est arrêté?
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now.
Oh.
It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn.
C'est trop bien le jeu, il est incroyable.
Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him.
But then,
Merde!
When he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year.
And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived
C'est trop bien
enough.
fait, putain.
So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live.
Which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world, and he made her feel okay again.
And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope.
How he reminded them of exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he was going to go, he was
okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
OMG. Merci maman.
She accepts. Close your eyes now and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on. You know what to do.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
OMG, j'ai peut-être un peu les larmes aux yeux. Merci à Will, à Jake, à Griffin, à Dylan. Ouf, il fait chaud, hein. Ce jeu est dédié à mon père, Robert Elworth, la personne qui m'a appris à jouer. Ah, excusez-moi, mais fou. Merci à Stéphane Friedrich, merci à Richard Beer, le frère de Richard Gere. Merci à Max Wright qui ne s'est jamais trompé. Merci à Yann O qui mérite. Merci à Jacob Lee. Merci à Jack Sally. Merci à Sherilyn Limar, à Queen Spence. À Jocelyn Kim. Fouh, c'est dur là. Wow. Merci à Suncan, merci à Scottier. Merci à Mickey Onuma. Merci à Edward Allington. Merci à David Timiner qui a su rester jeune. Merci à Jessica Selman qui ne s'est jamais énervée. Merci à Yuna Han pour son année. Merci à Max Tian pour ses légumes. Merci à Greg Jekyll et Mr. Hyde. Merci à Barto Weiss. Merci à Caleb Taylor pour ses costumes. Merci à Alban Perez. Merci à John Baxa pour son boxon. Merci à Stuart et France Baer, les frères et sœurs de Edouard évidemment. Merci à Philippe Pereira, qui ne périra pas. Ça a plu au mieux, c'était incroyable. Blanc lacrymal qui font, ceux qui peuvent. Blanc lacrymal là. Merci à tous les gens du Kickstarter évidemment. Michaela, Daniel Aven, Jill Con, Jessica Assetti, Adam Adam Reynolds, à John Loner, à David Gibbs, à Jonathan Koo, à John Oli, à David Thomas, à David Smith aussi. Merci à tous les David. Hein. Merci à tous les Nicolas et tous les Nick. Merci aux Alex. Merci aux Nina. Merci aux Julie, aux Julian, aux Doug, aux Alix, aux Allison, aux Dylan, aux Justin, aux Justine, aux Edouard évidemment, ils étaient là. Merci aux Edwin. Merci aux Karen qui ont des défauts mais qui ont des qualités. Merci aux Omar, aux Olivier, aux Oliver, aux Paul, aux Peter, aux Philippe, aux Kera, aux Kel, aux Kelly, aux Elenchina, aux Andrew, aux Anna, à Nona. Merci aux Eric. Merci aux Kimberly, aux Kim en général, aux Ethan, aux Evan, aux Ashley, aux Raphaël. Merci aux Austin, aux Félix, aux Quake, aux Kyle, aux Richards ou aux Richard. Merci aux France, merci aux Francesco, aux François. Merci aux Ben, aux Benjamin. Merci aux Bethany, aux Gary, au Robert, au Liam, au Giorgio qui était là, l'Italie était présente. Merci au Bob, merci au Brad, merci au Grégory, au Ross, au Lorenzo, au Luca, au Brian, au Ryan aussi, sans B. Les larmes ont coulé. Merci aux Zaidi, merci aux Madeleine et aux Madeline, merci aux Magdalena, aux Maggie, aux Henry, merci au Cad, merci aux Kathleen, au Cal, au Sarah Croche et au Sarah Pell. Merci au Karma et au Carmen. Merci aux Irène, aux Marc, aux Yvan, aux Céleste, aux Céline, aux Chandler, au Sergio, au Sean, au Shonda, au Marie-Louise, au Matthew, au Chris, au James, au Matt. Oh là là, quel excellent jeu vidéo. Quel excellent jeu vidéo. C'était très dur, mais quel excellent jeu vidéo. J'espère que vous avez vibré, hein, parce que moi j'ai vibré fort. Hein. Moi j'ai vibré très très fort. Merci au Cole, au Jeffrey, au Michaels, au Stevens, au Stephen, au Stéphanie, au Steph, au Michael, au Mika, au Crystal, au Tariq, au William et au Guillaume, au Tim, au Timothée, au Timothy, au Tom, au Tracy, au Victoria, au Yuri, au Zach. Au Zoé évidemment. Merci à Willem, merci à Stana pour ses montes escaliers. Merci pour le jeu bro. Et de rien d'ailleurs avoir joué, c'était très cool. Fort en sel ce jeu, hein, fort en sel. Un jeu fort en sel. Il y a une fin après? C'est fini? On retourne à l'écran titre. Et merci YouTube d'avoir suivi cette VOD. Abonne-toi. Des bisous et à la prochaine pour plus de larmes. Ou autre chose peut-être. Des bisous. Bye bye.